Gabby Brody, and I'm demonstrating Newton's 3 laws by throwing a frisbee and having my dog catching it. Newton's first law is an object in motion stays in motion unless a net force acts upon it, and an object at rest stays at rest unless a net force acts upon it. So I'm going to throw a frisbee without any net force acting upon it. That was it with no net force on it. And the other part of Newton's first law is when an object at rest stays at rest with no net force acting upon it. So it's at rest and there's no net force on it. And now I'm going to show the frisbee and my dog catching it, and that acts as a net force exerting on the object. Let's try that one more time, see if you can catch it. Okay, right. Okay, that was a good enough catch as it's going to get. So, now I'm going to demonstrate Newton's second law. Newton's second law is speed. Speed is the rate of measure of rate of motion. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. And velocity is the rate of change of speed. Those are the parts that make up Newton's second law. In my video, I will show the frisbee at 0 miles per hour. It's in my hand. So this is when it's at 0 miles per hour and there's no net force acting upon it. And at the highest speed, the highest acceleration is when at the moment it leaves my hand. So it goes from 0 to its full speed. And when it's decelerating, it's when it's almost gonna hit the ground. So it went from 0 to acceleration to when it's at its lowest point. And Newton's third law is for an object to move at a circular motion also for Newton's second law is when the frisbee is in a circular motion. So for me to show the frisbee at a circular motion is when I have to flick it really hard. So I have to give a lot of acceleration and force to make it go in a circle. So this is what's going to happen. Good boy. So while I threw it, the frisbee was going in a circular motion, and for that to happen is when I have to give a lot of force to make it go in a circle. And for Newton's third law of motion is when two objects, the frisbee and my dog, meet each other. The one having more mass, my dog, and the one having less mass, the frisbee, the one with more mass exerts all their mass on the more mass onto the frisbee, which thereby catching the frisbee in his mouth and stopping its motion. So basically, when the less force, the less mass, and the more mass, when they come together, the more mass takes all of the less mass and makes it stop. So I'm going to throw the frisbee and have my dog catch it. Let's try that one more time. That was a good catch. So then, since the frisbee was the less mass, the force stopped. In conclusion, conclusion, the net force, all the Newton's laws are portrayed with a Frisbee and my dog. You can see all Newton's 3 laws in everyday life. I'm Gabby Brody, and that was how you can show Newton's 3 laws.